So Marco Rubio, of course, is going to run for president in 2016. He's made that abundantly clear through his actions, visiting some relevant primary states, etc. Yes, that nonsense has already begun in 2013. And he's trying to put the right positions out there so that he'll be sufficiently viciously right-wing and will prove how much he hates Obama, but yet will be sensible and quote-unquote centrist enough, good luck within the Republican Party, so that he could win a general election. And he's trying to thread that needle. And it's obvious that Marco Rubio has no principles whatsoever. So he's trying to figure out, how can I play this thing? So his policy positions pop up in different places. And it reminds me of that old game that we used to play in the pool. I don't know if any of you played it, but you'd go, there'd be one guy who would have his eyes closed, and he would say Marco, and everybody else would say Polo, and he'd try to catch him. Good luck trying to catch Marco Rubio doing this, because he's very slippery when wet. Think about it. All right. So now Joe Scarborough is talking to Hugh Hewitt, and he's a couple of conservatives, and they're not happy with his position on Syria because Marco Rubio voted no against the bombings. Now, he used to be a neocon. He used to be massively in favor of bombings. What happened? Well, they tried to dissect it.
What do you make of your fellow Floridian voting no on the president's request to use force?
I think it's absolutely stunning. You know, Marco came into office and was from a really muscular wing of the Republican Party, more neoconservative by his statements than anything. He certainly was supporting a lot of, doubling down, tripling down in Afghanistan, staying in Iraq longer. This is, Marco has found himself on the fault lines of Republican politics now several times, and I've got to say, I'm absolutely stunned by his vote. How can you say that any other military strike is in the United States' vital interest, but somehow stopping Assad from crossing a red line is not? I think Marco's going to have a very hard time explaining that.
Oh, you see, you got some drums there. Before, when you said Marco, he'd be like, bombing. Now, when you say Marco, he's like, not bombing. Look, Scarborough is unquestionably right about one thing, which is that he came in as a massive honk. I'm amused by the idea that he calls that the muscular part of the Iraq. That's an interesting Freudian slip. Of the Republican Party, right? Not the Republican Guard in Iraq. But it's not muscular to be a meathead idiot. Oh, when in doubt, bomb. But Scarborough's right. If you're not in favor of this bombing, you certainly shouldn't have been in favor of the other bombings or future bombings, right? And of course, what Marco Rubio is doing here is he's playing Marco Polo. He's like, where are they? Where's Marco? Where's Rand Paul? Where's Ted Cruz? Where are you guys? Okay, I'm going to catch you. I'm going to have the same position. I don't want to be outflanked on the right wing. So now the other way that he's going to do that is through attacking Obamacare. Oh, how very, very bold. A Republican attacking Obamacare. I didn't see that coming. Now, Obamacare is about to start in 2014. And in fact, you can get into the marketplaces in October of this year. So as that's being set up, people have to get told the information about how to sign up, how does the mandate work, what do you get, all these different things that you need to know to take not just advantage of the government program, but you're forced into the government program, so you have to know it. So they're doing a campaign where they're spending $8.7 million to begin with to explain all the different ways that this healthcare law works. So Marco Rubio steps in and is outraged. He says, this blatant misuse of federal dollars to promote a fundamentally flawed law is extremely concerning, especially considering the extensive unknowns surrounding the coming launch and implementation of Obamacare. Well, you see, Marco, that doesn't make any sense. Because if you're worried about the unknowns regarding Obamacare, well, that's what they're doing here. They're spending money so that you become aware. Like, if you're confused by it, great. They're going to spend money to educate your sorry ass. Because the law is already clear. It's about to be implemented. Okay, you don't know it, but that's because you're an idiot and you didn't bother looking it up even before you voted against it. So now here they're spending money so that dumbasses like you know how the law works. That's the whole point of the expenditure. So look, when you break it down, this is how it works, okay? All of these guys will be trying to find just the right position in the primaries. They don't want to get outflanked on the right, partly because of what happened to Hillary Clinton. Hillary Clinton was in favor of the Iraq war. Obama came at her from the left and said, oh, I can't believe she's voted in favor of the Iraq war. I'm totally against the war. Well, until, of course, I become president, in which case I'll double down in Afghanistan, be reluctant to leave Iraq. By the way, we got kicked out of Iraq. We didn't voluntarily leave. They would not sign an agreement to extend our troop stay there. And, by the way, I'll do bombings in Libya and Syria. Of course, that's before President Obama won the Nobel Peace Prize. Laugh along with me, okay? But that's how he outflanked Hillary Clinton, no matter what he actually believed. So all these guys, especially in the Republican Party, do not want to get outflanked to the right. So they will go as far right as you could possibly imagine. But at the same time, they also want to be able to say, as Mitt Romney did in winning the primaries, by the way, and John McCain did back in 2008, that I am the most electable candidate. So even though I despise Obama and every Democrat and liberal with a burning white-hot passion, I will seem perfectly centrist to the rest of the country. So yes, I'm in favor of immigration reform, but as long as it's draconian and right-wing. Yes, I despise Obamacare in every facet. And plus, I was for the bombings before I was against them. Hence, vote for me in the primary and the general election. That's the needle they're trying to thread. And that's why Marco Rubio right now is going around trying to figure out what positions he should hold, which previous positions he should jettison. So basically, he's going around looking for both the Republican field and the general election, going, Marco! Wasiktilan, where are they? Marco! Okay, how's that for breaking down the news?